guys, today I am 19 weeks by my March 31st due date, but if I'm still gonna go by my April 3rd due date, then I'll be 19 weeks on Wednesday. I haven't decided which one I want to go with yet as far as like Sundays or Wednesdays to celebrate. Honestly, I kind of like celebrating everything twice. It's like, I'm 19 weeks today. 3 days later, I'm 19 weeks today, you know? It just kind of like brings in that celebration factor. And then when I'm actually due, I can be like, today's my due date. And if they don't come, then I can just be like, 3 days later, I can just be like, today's my real due date. You know? The whole due date thing, it really confuses me. So last weekend I was in Buffalo, New York. Got to spend some time with my brother and sister-in-law and my niece Rachel and my nephew Salvatore. They're total cuties, but they kept us busy. They were very active and it was a lot of fun. In the middle of the week though, I tripped over a baby gate and I fell and I hit my head. And that wasn't exactly a highlight. I'll show you a picture. But it was immediately like bruised and swollen and everything. And it's still sore, but it's gone. As you can see, like you can't really see anything unless you were to look really carefully. Like if you were to pause this right now, maybe you saw something. But more than likely you didn't, because it went away. My knees, on the other hand, are purple and red. I've never seen a bruise as bad as my knees, but that's what happens when all my weight landed on them. It's like my motherhood instincts like kicked in and it was like, you cannot land on your stomach, knees, engage, you know? It was like, I can't even explain it because I would never land on my knees if I tripped. So it's very like weird, you know, what kind of happens. Like not even all internally, just everything that a pregnant woman goes through. It's crazy. My appetite is coming back, so that's really good. Because beforehand I could barely eat anything. I could eat maybe candy, you know. But now it's like, you know, it's so-so. It's so-so. I ate meat the other day, so that was big step. Big step, you know. I'm having this weird like cramping thing though. It's like coming from like right here. And I think it's normal because I've never felt it like before I was pregnant. I think it's part of like the stretching and stuff. But I'm gonna ask my doctor about it when I go in next week for my ultrasound to see the gender. So, but I mean, if you're watching this and you went through that and you had kind of like this crampy, twingy thing, it only happens, like it happens the most when I go to the bathroom or when I wake up in the morning, you know, and sometimes there's been a few times where I've had to like bend over because I'm in pain, but it doesn't last too long. It's usually only a few minutes and it'll go away. So if you've experienced that, can you like put me at peace and just let me know? That'd be great. Thank you. Back to the gender thoughts. It's getting really hysterical because David's getting like super upset. Everywhere we go in public, somebody will walk up to me and be like, well, they usually can't tell I'm pregnant. I've only had one random stranger come up to me and ask me how far along I am, which is really crazy because before I was pregnant, I had like 4 strangers walk up to me and say, when are you due? And the worst one was this woman said, are you with child? That's just creepy. Like that's a creepy term, right? It's like, I am with child, everybody, with child. So anyway, before I was pregnant, everyone thought I was pregnant. But now that I'm pregnant, nobody's asked me yet, except for one person. We were at Four Rivers, which is this really amazing barbecue place in Orlando area. If you ever come here, you need to eat there because it's delicious. And we were there and they give you free ice cream for pregnant women. So this is one of those situations where I obviously wanted to be pregnant. I wanted to show it off or whatever. So we told her, you know, that I was pregnant and she goes, you're having a girl. Start scooping the ice cream. And David's like, what? And I just think it's funny because everywhere we go, people say that. I obviously don't know what the gender is yet, but I have probably 95% of people guessing girl and 5% people saying boy. I only know 2 people that have said boy, and that's my sister and my grandma. And I think they're wrong because I'm pretty sure it's a girl. I just have this like feeling, you know, it's like we're connected, like literally. I don't know. maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong, but I guess we'll see when the time comes. He or she, see, I was gonna say she at first. I was gonna say she's been moving around, but he or she has been moving around like a ton, like flips and jumping, and I don't know if they were really doing flips. I can't really tell. It just feels like tapping on the inside. It's just a weird feeling. I'm still getting used to it, and it's kind of distracting, honestly, when I'm like trying to do work or something, and it's like I'm feeling it in my stomach. It's like I feel like there's something in there and I just need to like open up my stomach and let it out, you know? It's very weird. Like it's weird. Anyway, it's just weird, okay? I'm not used to the feeling. It's cool at the same time, of course, because it's like, oh, that's my baby and I created it. Blah, blah, blah. But I guess it's funny. Just, it's so funny just thinking back to like, you know, kind of like your previsions of like what you think marriage is going to be and what pregnancy is going to be. I remember like when I got married, I was like, oh, you know, married life, you know, you just, you know, all these weird things that these movies and fairy tales put in your mind about what love is and what marriage is like and happily ever after. And it's like not like that at all. It's the same thing with pregnancy. It's like once you're pregnant, you're just going to feel like so amazing. Something's moving around in you and it's just, you just feel free and happy. But it's like kind of creepy. There's something moving in me and it's like making me sick all the time. So I don't know if any of you have been through this either, but I'm watching Lost. We're on season 3, last disc. So we're almost done with season 3. And I don't think it's very good for me to watch as a pregnant woman, because this whole season's about how they take the pregnant women and do tests on them and stuff so they don't die, because every woman that's on this island dies that's pregnant. So I'm watching this, and then if you're a Lost fan, you know what I'm talking about, but when they're like walking through the jungle, they always hear like whispers in the trees and stuff, and it's like or whatever. And I just feel like, we watched 2 episodes last night and I just feel like I could not go to sleep at all. It was like I was in my bed and I would like fall asleep, and then I would hear like a plane falling from the sky or something. I'd be like, what's going on? And then I would go back to sleep and it'd be like, it was totally creepy. I had to like have David pray for me because I was really scared. I don't know if it's like a literal attack or whatever, but I just like, it was like really creepy. I don't even know why I told you that story. It makes no sense. Maybe I should just stop watching Lost for now until I'm no longer pregnant. So I hope all of you set your clocks back an hour, because I did. However, my cell phone company, Metro PCS, didn't. So we woke up an hour early today, freaking out because we thought we were late. But when I looked at the clock that I had set previously, it didn't say we were late, but our phones did. So I had to open up my Mac computer. Thank you, Apple. Thank you. And the time was normal. So cell phone services are a fail. Yes, they are. So I probably won't be posting again until I find out the gender, which will be next Monday. So I will see you guys then. Bye.